what is your favorite ghost? Is that a legitimate?
What?
Is that a legitimate question for
Casper? Like, what do you want me to say?
Or do you have a ghost experience that is like sentimental to you? Like are all the ghosts that you've experienced
traumatizing?
None of them have been like homies?
Well, like, it wasn't my experiences, but like the people who I was with, like, who also lived in the house, which like I lived with my cousins, my grandma in like the same house. And like they would have experiences that they would tell me about. They were like just like people walking around, or like things that were being touched, or like, you know, you would hear like, oh, is that somebody at the keyboard? And then you would walk in, nobody, like just little things like that. Just like, again, like mundane, everyday things that you wouldn't expect it to be a ghost.
In India, they believe in jinn. Like they're those stories are so amazing.
That's so like, fucking scary.
Yeah, they'll like throw rocks at people at like night, and they're like, or like take their cell phones. Or like, yeah.
I've seen
like
stuff
little
about
hood ghosts.
Yeah, they are. They're like the worst.
And stealing phones.
Yeah, but if you like go outside with your hair wet, a djinn can get you. Or if you pee under a tree, like their superstitions are kind of crazy. There's like certain things you cannot do, or else a djinn will get you. And then they're stuck with you. Or they could fall in love with you too. But then they like really mess up your life.
Man, I grew up doing nothing but having wet hair and pissing under trees.
You have a djinn for sure.
I for sure do. I think I'm neglecting my djinn.
Maybe.
Wait, so like they can fall in love with you? Do they have a car? Like, I'm actually not mad at that. It's low options out there for some people.
Nice. Claudia, do you meditate at all?
No.
Have you ever?
So I think the scariest thing, like for me, is like my own mind and the thoughts, and like just quiet, just me and my thoughts. I can't do, like, I have to have the TV on at all times. Like I can't, or I have to be doing something. Like I can't have silence because then you're there with your own thoughts. That's scary.
Okay, well, I didn't realize this was going to be a spooky episode. But we have been starting the podcast with a 2-breath meditation.
Oh, okay.
It's 2 breaths.
Okay, I can do that. That's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can handle it? Mm-hmm. All right, so Ace, explain this meditation.
Okay, so we're going to count by 4. And so you're going to breathe in slowly for a count of 4. And then you're going to hold it for a count of 4. And then you're going to breathe out for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. And we'll do 2 times around the box.
Okay.
Ready for that?
Should I close my eyes?
You can, but you don't have to.
You don't have to scare yourself. Like do it in the way that you find to be the safest way to meditate.
Closing my eyes.
Yeah, and then
I think
so. And if you know, you can breathe in and out however you want to. But I think industry standard is in the nose, out the mouth.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. All right. Ace, take it away.
Right. So breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. And we're ready.
How'd that go?
I got high before so it wasn't that bad. I don't know if I should have. Did that ruin the experience for me?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is, I mean, I would have to, now you would have to meditate when you didn't get high and report back to us.
Okay, I would have to figure out when I'm not high. But that's my meditation. No, that's horrible.
No, that
I'm a sicko.
that is a meditation. You breathe in, breathe out.
It's not. It's horrible. Don't be addicted to drugs, and I don't promote that to anybody unless you want to.
Yeah, for sure. All right, you ready to start this?
I'm ready.
All right, we're doing it again.
Yes, we're
Once
here.
Again, we made it.
Yes.
Another week. The Chakra Poppers are back. I am Sidney, sitting next to the one and only world champion, Ansley.
Hello.
And today our guest is none other than the Claudia Estrada.
One and only. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. So, do you know what we do on this podcast?
No.
She was apologizing for sharing too much information with me before the podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Dear God, what did I miss? I went downstairs to get a drink of water, and you were already...
I was like talking about my past life. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, the whole premise of this podcast is to prove that anybody, no matter what their sense of humor is, has the potential to reach enlightenment. So we try to see if we can make that happen for you by popping open your chakras from the bottom one up.
Okay.
You down?
I can be enlightened.
Okay. Okay. So everybody gets the same questions. And start off with a little icebreaker question, then we get into popping open the chakras.
Have you ever had somebody like really fucked up in the head? Like, because I'm pretty fucked up. I'm just like worried about you. I'm worried about everybody who's listening right now.
Yeah, we predominantly have comedians. So yes,
They're sickos.
mostly
Okay.
we have mostly had people fucked up in the head.
Okay, that makes me feel better. All right.
Yeah.
So you've heard some shit.
Yeah.
We've heard, goodness
Yeah.
gracious, we've heard some shit.
Cool.
Yeah. Ace, take it away.
All right. So, Claudia, what situation or event did you learn the most information from?
I got arrested when I was like 16. And then I learned that my friends weren't my fucking friends.
You got snitched on?
No, I just like wandered really drunk and like no one really like had my back of like, where is she? And then I got an underage because I was like drunk in public.
Yeah, so were you about to ask something?
Yeah, I just wanted more information, but if that's what you were gonna, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So were you at a party when you guys were all drinking together?
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of was it common for you to get drunk and kind of wander?
Yeah, the drunk part.
Okay.
I get fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, at 16, what were you doing? Wasn't everybody? Four Locos were big.
Yeah, I was predominantly doing push-ups and calf raises at 16, trying to get ready for track.
Oh, okay. So you had like goals and aspirations. That's cool.
Only in high school. They left me as soon as I graduated. But your party, I was around a lot of parties. So
Right. Yeah.
I'm familiar with the whole how it goes down.
Right.
How
You've seen a movie or two.
Yeah. I've heard of partying.
It's like I've seen 16 Candles and every other.
Never seen it. Never seen it.
Shame.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I haven't seen a lot of good movies from back in that day.
80s is the best movies.
I was mostly watching. The 80s also had some sick ass cartoons, so that was my thing. I was all over that.
Like Transformers. Was that 80s?
I mean, yeah.
Was that 80s?
Yeah, Transformers was in the 80s. And yes, Transformers.
Oh, okay. Specifically. Okay, got it.
It's more than meets the eye. It's so much more than just... But no, so you're at a party. You got drunk. You wandered off. And you got pulled over?
No, I didn't. Maybe like I got into like fight with somebody. Like I went into public somewhere. I don't really remember. I woke up the next day like in trouble. So I don't know. It's just a mystery as much as it is to you, to be honest.
Yeah.
You woke up in jail?
No, I woke up like at home, and then my mom's like, "I'm gonna beat your ass," and then I got arrested like later because I was so drunk. They were like,
You were too drunk to arrest?
Oh wait, I was in the hospital. I'm sorry. They
hospital.
pumped my stomach. Well, they had to like almost pump my stomach basically. And then I woke up in the hospital. I was like, fuck. Yeah. Why'd I say, yeah, hospital? Because I was like, yeah, they almost had to pump my stomach. They're like, if you would have had like one more drink, we would have had to pump your stomach. And then my mom was like, you're in so much fucking trouble. I was like, fuck.
And then they took you to jail, or then
They took me to
arrested
jail.
you?
Like, no, they never took me to jail. They just like arrested me,
Oh.
like printed me, gave me a mug shot, and then that day they like let me go. I never had to go to jail. Like I was like 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you didn't have a drunk tank experience. You were just hospitalized.
Yeah, they were like, you need to go to the hospital. You drank way too much.
That's pretty wild. And you don't even remember where they grabbed you from.
I have no clue.
Goodness gracious. Yeah.
You're almost lucky you ended up in a hospital. Could
Yeah.
have been worse places.
It could have been. I could have been forcibly raped upon or something terrible. I still to that day, they said they never found anything in my system, but like I swear somebody like slipped me something. Because how do you like just black out, but then you get drunk, so you know you do.
Yeah, I mean that's a large part of the drinking experience.
I was like, please, somebody put something in my drink so I have an excuse.
Yeah, you like looking for. Does anybody know a guy that knows? Can anybody give me roofies? So,
Right, please.
Yeah.
But I like don't like that's like the shit that like I talk about now because I'm like I don't regret any of that shit because I learned so much, like, you know, because now I know I talk about I'm like now I know like 30-year-old adults who like go crazy and they party because they like didn't do that shit when they were 16. So like also get it out of your system, people. But I mean, don't do that. But at the same time, I learned a lot. You know.
Yeah.
I had to do fucking like community service and shit.
What did they make you do? Like clean up the side of the road?
Yeah, so I had to clean up like the woods. I had to do a whole bunch of shit. I had like 40 hours of community service I had to do. I had to like paint roads.
Paint roads?
Like you were yellow striping?
Yes. Or like the sides of the sidewalk. Like I guess
Like the
paint it
curb?
like yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some like shit like that. I had to like babysit kids, which is crazy. I'm a criminal.
Yeah, whose kids were they giving you?
I would go to a daycare, like one of those hood ass daycares. You ever see like those daycares where you're like, I'm not taking my kid
Yeah.
there? They would have fucking criminals babysit for them. And their kids were bad as hell. I'm like, you're gonna end up like me. Like I'm from Allentown.
Yeah.
So
That's
Okay.
wild.
Yeah.
That is, again, all the more reason not to take your kids to one of those daycares.
No.
and one of the girls in there that's also learning. I got jumped when I was a teenager by like a girl gang. And one of the girls in the daycare was with me. And she's like, you look familiar. I'm like, yeah, you jumped me like a couple months back. She beat my ass. That's also a learning experience.
So she was also doing time
She was
in the daycare.
she was babysitting these kids.
As punishment?
Yeah.
Man.
I was like, why are you here? You are so dangerous. Like,
yeah.
Well, she was doing time. She was paying her debt to society as a caretaker. She was a criminal
scary?
caretaker just like you. That's so. Now, if you had to sum up what it was that you learned from that experience, how would you contextualize that?
like sum it up, like
if you. So again, from the experience of everything that you just described, like what was your big takeaway from that?
yeah, just like who's your friend and who's not your friend, obviously, because I lost a lot of friends. Like when you go on probation and you can't hang out anymore, they can't use you for your fucking car and like the shit you have or your house or the drugs you bring or the booze you bring. All of a sudden they go MIA when you go get in trouble. You know, you think they're your friends and they're absolutely not.
So the night you wandered off drunk, you were also the designated driver?
No, not that night. No, not that night.
My ride home just blacked out and walked away.
I got interviewed by they were like drug people because the house we were at was like some drug dealer's house and they had been watching the house. Oh yeah, I used to fuck around with do horrible things when I was a kid. And they set me up in a room and put pictures down of people who I fucking knew. And we're like, do you know this person? And like, I didn't really know them that well. So I was like, absolutely not. No, I don't. I don't even know these people. You have the wrong person. But it's like crazy being in a room of like, you could really get in trouble for hanging out with these people.
You were in the mix.
Nah, I was just a girl that would just get drunk at parties. I wasn't like, I think I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
These people were not, they were like older than me. They had to been. They had a fucking house.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So, and also, I didn't realize like how dangerous of a situation I put myself in until like all that shit went down. I was like, oh shit, like what am I doing?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's pretty...
I hope my mom's not listening to this. Claudia?
All right, so now we're going to get into popping open these chakras from the bottom up, and I have to tell everybody this. The root chakra, the first chakra that we pop open, is located in and around the butthole physiologically. You cool?
Wait, what? I'm pretty specific when it comes to my butthole, but...
Yeah. It's just that's just where the chakra, like each chakra is like associated with a spot physically on the body.
Oh, okay.
You cool?
I mean, I guess.
All right, Ace, take it away.
Okay. Claudia, how did you learn to overcome fear?
By doing that thing that I'm scared of.
Okay.
Maybe. Is that the right answer?
No, I mean, well, no, that was the wrong answer, Claudia. What are you kidding me? Nobody does the thing they're scared of. No. So, how do you motivate yourself to do that?
I don't have any idea. I'm a doer. I'm just always been very like, I'm not scared of that many things. That's like, I don't know. Is that, I feel like I'm answering wrong. No.
There is no possible way to answer any of these questions wrong. These are your answers.
Just do it. If you're scared of something, just do that thing that you're scared of. Then it's not going to be as scary anymore, right? If you just fucking do it. You little bitch. No.
Yeah. Well, how about this? Do you remember a time in your life when you were the most scared? She's like, I ain't no punk bitch.
Yeah, right?
What kind of gay ass questions are these?
Oh gosh, most scared. Anytime I've ever thought I was pregnant. That's horrible, but it's true. That's the most scared I've ever fucking been. Like, you miss your fucking period.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking scary.
Yeah.
You feel a gas bubble. You're like, it kicked.
Or just when I like put out my stomach, I'm like, oh god, I hope there's no fucking. That's scary, dude. Having like somebody, I think that's probably the scariest thing to me is like having like to be like totally responsible for another human being and like their entire life. That's fucking scary.
Yeah. What was the deepest into that fear that you've ever experienced? Like how long have you ever had to go before you realized that you weren't pregnant?
A weekend. Take a pregnancy test.
Oh yeah, because you jump right into your fear.
Yeah, you gotta face them.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Immediately. Just because you have to. Well, also because you have to know quickly to nip it in the bud quickly if you want to.
Well, you got to know your partying schedule.
Right.
Like, how much is this changing your life?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear.
Yeah. Just do it.
Just do it.
Don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch. Take that pregnancy test.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Do you stock up?
No. It's not a COVID test, Sidney.
Listen, I've never had to worry about that fear personally. I mean, it's not the same. It's just physiologically not the same.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like dude, I'm an African American male. Nobody even expects me to raise kids.
You also have way more to be scared of.
you know. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I have other things to worry about. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like.
And also, yeah, giving birth, that's so scary to me. So scary to me. The thought, oh my god, that's probably my worst fear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so funny how some people like it is, and some people was like, I don't know. I was like, it's a natural process. I got very like hippy dippy about it.
I mean, you see how she's dressed.
Yeah. I've got a book for you. It'll be great.
The way that she's dressed is the way that she handled pregnancy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super scary. If you can do that, that's why women are so strong and amazing, because they're the most powerful beings on the planet.
What scared you the most about labor?
Seeing my Jay's sister, my cousin Jay's sister, she had such a horrible birth. She had fucking preeclampsia afterwards, like, and they like kept her in the hospital for like 3 fucking days, and then eventually like, we're just gonna give her a C-section. I'm like, you left her in the hospital for days and then just fucking cut it open anyways? Like, they cut you open and you could die. If you are giving birth, you are saying, oh, I'm willing to like die to like give this other person. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, just real quick. So we did. We went to a birthing center initially, and to have like a natural birth with a doula.
Yeah.
You know, potentially in a. I mean,
yeah, I mean, different. You have the choice to do whatever you want with your body, including the way you want to give birth.
So our son, his face got stuck in the cervix, so we had to get
like this. Like,
and they couldn't push him out and like turn his head.
Right.
He was just
stuck.
determined, and so we ended up having to get rushed to an emergency room.
Wow.
So it was like 20 hours or so.
Or 30.
Yeah, so it was 30 hours of pushing, and then they were just cut her open.
Yeah.
So we had a very similar.
Why do they? Yeah, why? Like, why did you just make somebody do all that work for literally? And then they had to put that thing in her, the thing that like, the circle thing to like open you up to like dilate you.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like to try to come out the.
Yeah, like because she wasn't fully dilated, so they like put this like ball in you, and it like expands in there.
Oh, you mean when they were still
that,
trying to have the natural birth?
Yeah.
They tried to open up her pussy.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they tried to.
Man, I didn't know about
Slowly.
the ball.
Yeah.
It's opens because if you're not dilating it, they force it to like.
Yeah.
I'm like that's like that reminds me of like full torture chamber shit. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the funniest part. So, again, we went from a birthing center to the emergency room, so we still had the doula with us, and they were still trying all like the hippie ways of giving birth, and they had her get on her knees at one point, like face down, ass up to push the baby out.
Yeah.
And there was one nurse,
Like a poop.
There was one nurse dedicated to just scooping the poop out, like putting it in a glove, putting it down, putting on another glove, and just waiting. It was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It was like an assembly line.
You're putting more work into something.
Yeah.
So you're like, it's not necessary. Put a fucking bucket there. Let's go. I wouldn't care about the shitting. I'm not afraid of the shitting.
It was hilarious. It was just the funniest thing
You're
I've
trying
ever
not to
seen.
laugh. Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I was trying because like she's being so professional about it, She's just, but the fact that she was like she had her hand there and just like was waiting, and you could tell that she was, and that's because she wasn't just like waiting like when is this gonna happen. She was just like eyes on the butthole. She was like, all right, in a second.
Well, they say, and I feel like I have to defend myself. They say push like you have to poop. Like push like you're gonna push a poop out.
It literally wouldn't make sense to give birth and not shit. Like I get my period, just like having my period, and I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shit. It's like, so how with a baby, I can't even imagine. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
no. I'm here to learn.
You're fine. You've
I'm
seen
here to learn.
it. You've seen a baby come out of the bag.
Yeah.
Yep.
So chakra popped. That was a root chakra popped. Thank you for sharing. Now we're going to go to the next one. Ace, take it away.
Yeah, we're at the pelvis chakra now. So Claudia, this is a segment we like to call My Bad. It's an opportunity for you to apologize to a person, place, or thing in order to set your karma back to neutral.
Man, we just finished it again. We just finished Claudia's Patreon episode. It was absolutely amazing. $1 gets you all of our exclusive content, which not only includes the counter to the podcast that you're watching right now, which we call Chakra Poppers After Dark, but we also do some fight commentary and analysis on Ansley's jiu-jitsu matches, and we'll find some other stuff to do too.
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, we're going to do stuff, right? Also, Claudia has a podcast. Check it out. Claudia, tell them about it.
You guys can listen to Kiss Off with Claudia Estrada on any streaming platform and on YouTube, and follow me at Kiss Off Claudia on Instagram if you want more information. And if you're looking for live comedy shows, we're starting a roast battle March 7th at JJ Mallon's in Fishtown. 16 comics, 4 weeks, 1 winner. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be savage.
March 7th. Get yourself out there. Now, we are going to get back to this. Wait, did you have fun?
I had so much fun.
Yeah. You were a blast.
I'm cut open. I'm cut open like a piece of meat on a dinner table, just raw dogging life.
That is the best description we've ever had. So now we're going to get back to this episode and find out who or what Claudia has to apologize to.
Oh, wow. Well, if you know me, don't like to apologize. I'm a Sagittarius. So I think I'm right about everything. I've never been wrong in my life. That's going to be hard. Apologize to somebody.
Well, a person, place, or thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be Rob.
This one's going to be deep. I apologize to my grandmother. I wasn't there on her deathbed. I regret it every moment of my entire fucking life. Never goes away.
Where were you?
I was in Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, "Do you want to come now?" And I just, for some reason, like, I think I like didn't want to like believe it. And I was like, "Well, will she make it like one more night?" And they were like, "We don't know." And then I missed it by like 2 hours.
Ooh.
So I apologize to my grandmother.
How long ago?
She was asking for me.
Oh, she was. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she was asking for me and my cousin. Jay was with me.
Yeah.
And I really thought that bitch had more time. I was like, she's not going to leave without saying goodbye to me, that fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
nah, she good.
Right, because she was so strong my whole life. Like, I never seen her, and she slowly started to die, like really slow. Like, she was sick for like a year and a half, and she just kind of like. But I swear she had more time. I swear.
Yeah. Now, what were you doing? She was in Allentown.
Yeah, and I went up because I voted in the morning. I voted. It was voting day. And I was like really big into politics at the time.
So it was the presidential?
Primaries. Yeah, so not even the important. I know.
Goodness gracious.
I know. But I think I just like said that as an excuse. I was like, oh no, I really have to vote. Like I kept saying that. And I think I just like mentally like couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Did you show up 2 hours late with an I voted sticker on?
Yeah. I don't even remember voting.
Yeah.
But also it was my sister's birthday, so she's so pissed about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I regret. Well, I feel like that one was wrong. Okay. I felt like that was a wrong answer.
A wrong answer?
Yeah.
That was quite an apology.
Yeah.
You missed the deathbed.
Yeah.
That's I think that's a first.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time that somebody had to apologize for missing their grandmom's deathbed because they had to vote in the primaries. Wild.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't even remember who I voted for.
So if do you want to make an apology? You want to look into the camera and make an apology?
No, she's right next to you.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
Were those her titties that come up on my screen? That's all right.
It's a powerful one.
That's a chakra popped.
Popped.
Yeah.
Boom.
Done.
No regrets.
Now you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Never have to think about that ever.
Yeah. So Ace, take it away.
All right, we are to the gut chakra now. So, Claudia, how do you move past disappointment either in yourself or in loved ones?
What was the question again? Can you repeat it? I'm sorry.
How do you move past disappointment either in yourself or in loved ones?
I don't move past disappointment in myself, so I couldn't relate to that one. But in loved ones, I don't know. I'm a big forgiver, I guess. I'm very like easily. Again, I'm a Sagittarius. I don't know if do you know the sign? Do you know astrology at all?
A little bit.
I know all of the names of them.
Is that like November? What?
December. Yeah. We're kind of just like very like, we don't really hold grudges. We're very like easygoing, like, yeah, you're sorry. Okay.
What is Sagittarius a water sign?
Fire.
Sounds very watery. All right, fire.
No, I guess other people would say we were petty. But we think highly of ourselves.
That was completely. I mean, we don't really hold grudges, but other people think we're petty.
Yeah, because we think we're perfect.
Because they don't get it.
I'm trying to think when somebody's like disappointed me. I don't know. I'm a fucking yeller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you get it out.
Oh yeah.
You let the people know.
I like to get it out. I want to get it all on the fucking table. Let's get it on the fucking table. Because I can't move past it unless we've talked about it and moved on about it.
Do you as a yeller, do you like to be close or do you give yourself some distance so you can really hit the volume.
Distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. In another room, yell.
Oh,
yeah.
You yell loud.
Oh, if I'm fucking angry.
Yeah.
Poor Rob.
Yeah, you like burn calories.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I definitely do hold it in. I'm a holder inner. Like I'll hold it in for so much to where I like explode.
So you're just like dropping it in. Like everything, you just drop that in the bucket.
Yes. And then I'll just fucking crack.
Now, as a person who holds it in and collects, do you get excited like for different things that you can? Oh, like that's a good one. I can't wait to put that one in the box.
I don't want to answer that. Yeah, I guess. So yes. The answer is yes. I will bring up some old ass shit. Yes. Oh shit, that happened a month ago. I'll fucking bring that up. Yes.
And then once you've done your yelling, like, do you just like, should you just be left alone until you're cooled down, or do you need people to come?
Yeah,
like interact?
Then we need to talk. We need to communicate. I've gotten that all out, and then I apologize. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I just did that.
Okay, so you do completely empty the box.
Yeah.
And then you start over.
Yes.
All right, that's not a bad way to handle disappointment.
No.
Yeah.
Works.
Yeah. Now, I always like to ask this question in this segment, but and it doesn't have to be comedy. It could be from your past. But is there maybe an experience with sports or a performance art where you have a disappointment that still lingers in your mind?
With anything, not just comedy. I mean, oh man, no, not really, because like shit happens like with comedy. Well, that's the only thing I can say like I'm super passionate about. It's like comedy, obviously. I'm like, oh, like my first headlining gig, no one showed up to, there's shit like that where you're like, you're headlining in New York City. It's going to be the best day of your life. And then it's completely fucking empty. And like COVID happened. Nobody like showed up and you're like, this was supposed to be my moment. But then as you kind of start to learn, you have a million of those.
Yeah.
You have a million of those moments that never happened. So the disappointment gets easier, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, it does. It for sure does. It's like, oh no, I've been like nobody ever comes to my shows. I'm good. It's those little things. But even as a kid, did you do any plays?
No, I really. I mean, I wasn't really into anything. I was really into movies when I was a kid. So I would just like watch. I was like I was a loner and I would just watch a whole bunch of movies. And I guess I regret doing that because I had no fucking friends. But, I mean, I wish I did comedy way sooner than I did too. Like I was in the comedy scene because I knew Jay for years and people were like, do comedy. And I was like focused on school. So I was like, I can't do school and comedy. That just was like, can't make any sense, which is like, you can. That's also one thing that I've learned is like, you don't have to be good at just one thing. You can be good at so many things. I feel like that's like a woman thing too. It's like sometimes we're told that we can only be good at like one thing when it's like, no, I can actually be a writer, an actor, a comedian, a singer if I want, or like, you know what I'm saying? So I wish I learned that earlier.
I'm very careful to make sure I don't tell my daughters they can only be good at one thing. I'm very specific. Neither one of you will ever be good at anything. Find a man that's good at stuff. Stay pretty.
Wow, that's given for sure.
Yeah. So what were you in school for?
In college, I was in journalism. I went to Temple for journalism and media communications and had a minor in political science.
That's why she wrote it.
Yes, she had to.
She has to justify that minor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so into it, and then I just like one day woke up and I was like, dropped it. I was like, I was like committed my whole life to it, and I just woke up one day and said, I don't want to do this anymore. And then I found comedy.
Yeah, that's that age old chestnut right there.
And people ask me too, like about like you don't have political jokes. I really don't have like very political jokes. Like obviously my jokes are about like I make fun of like women's rights and like us not having them, but like like shit like that. But none of my shit's political. I'm like, because I don't give a shit. Like I don't want that to be a part of my comedy because I love comedy and I fucking hate that political shit. It just sucks your like soul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's dark.
It's very disappointing.
I was a journalist. Like I made no money.
Oh, it's like comedy. It's not very
Yeah, but at
different
least
than
comedy is like way more rewarding.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. I agree with that. Yeah. And I would also call that a chakra pop. That's a gut chakra pop. Ace, take it away.
All right, we are to the heart chakra. So, Claudia, what have you learned from grief?
Don't take moments for granted. Don't take your people that you have in your life for granted. I guess that's the main. I guess I feel like that's everyone's answer, though. No. Oh, okay.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm just digging myself on my answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't take. I literally was talking about this recently. My friend, like, he took his own life. My really close friend, and I had like no pictures of him. I had like no pictures for like years. I never took pictures, and I'm like, just fucking take pictures. Take those pictures. Like, I was so insecure with like how I looked, so I didn't take a lot of photos. And now I'm like, fuck that. Who cares? I'd rather have pictures with my friends now and fucking, cause, you know, that's. It sucks when your friend dies and you have no photos of them.
Especially in the future that we live in now.
Yeah.
Like, everything's a camera.
Yeah.
Right.
It should be all over your phone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you shouldn't have pictures with your friends.
So are you snapping pictures all the time now?
Yeah, I got like a Polaroid camera, and I like every party and shit. I'm like, we're using the whole film.
Yeah.
We use every time we have a party, some shit, we use the whole entire thing. It's like, who cares? We have all these fucking pictures.
That's what's listen. Once we finish this party, you can all die.
Right.
Like, once I get all these pictures, go do it. Live your life.
Yes.
Live dangerously.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's that was easy.
Yeah. Take pictures with your loved ones.
Yeah,
It's so easy. It's not hard.
it's not hard at all. I also don't take pictures.
He does not take pictures.
Do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
I think I'll start.
Yeah. Well, often when I need a family picture, I like find so many pictures of us, but you're not in them.
Well, I take a lot of those.
I know.
the pictures that you guys are all in,
Yeah.
the beautiful family.
Yeah.
Somebody has to take the picture.
I know.
It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do that dad thing though, where dads in pictures go like this, or like smile, and they're like dads do?
When I am in,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, when I am in a selfie, I'm like I get so excited that I get to use. I have really long arms for my body, and I get so pumped that I'm using them for something that I can't hide my enthusiasm.
Right.
I don't
Oh,
even-
so you're grinning. Okay.
I don't even care that the family's in the picture.
No,
Look at my arms.
Yeah, but no, I'm a very. I think when I do get in the pictures,
You smile.
yeah,
Smiler.
yeah, I have a good time. Although I will say this, I just stopped smoking recently.
Smoking cigarettes.
No, weed.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. Well, one time when I was a little kid, but I don't. So I was smoking, and I smoked for so long and so much that even now when I smile, my eyes close.
Oh.
I can't stop it. It's an insane physiological. It's like like program that into my nature now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll go away. We'll see.
Keep trying.
I'm taking off a full year of smoking, so hopefully I get my eyes back before I go back.
Does the brain mush go away?
It's just now recently going away. I stopped in the beginning of December, and it felt completely clear like maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I finally was just like, what is this?
Yeah.
That's how people live.
Yeah, I have this ridiculous clarity now. So it's pretty nice. Yeah. I'm not, don't feel pressure.
I don't.
So, and also, that is a heart chakra popped. Take them pictures.
Yes.
Don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
Remember the moments.
Yeah.
All right, Ace, take it away.
All right, we are to the throat chakra. So, Claudia, what's a favorite lie that you tell or have told extra karmic points if it's still in rotation?
A lie. Oh man, I don't lie. I feel. I mean, I lie every day to my comic friends to tell them that they're funny. I mean, come on.
I don't lie, except for every day.
Every day.
I love Liar Liar. That's like one of my favorite movies ever. Have you seen Liar Liar? Oh my god, shame. That's such a good movie.
I feel like I've never sat down and watched it, but I feel like I've seen enough of it to get the idea of
You need to watch the whole thing.
I mean, it wasn't my Jim Carrey movie.
Well, it is.
Every other one.
It's the best. Yeah, probably that. I mean, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna tell them they're not funny? I can say nothing at all. I try. That's what I try to do. But also, like, when people are like seeking, like, how was my set? What are you gonna do? You're gonna say it was shit. It was shitty, and they should quit.
There's no middle ground.
No, you were great. You were awesome. No, I think everybody that asks how was my set, they know exactly how their set went. Nobody asks that question.
You're right, because I don't ask that question ever. I never need. And why do you need fucking reassurance from me? Don't get reassurance from us. Look at, we're all doing the same thing, dude. You don't need, how was my set? Did you like this joke? Do you think this is funny? It's like, go and figure out your fucking self. I got mad jokes I'm working on, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't ask people, how was my set? You're right. So you're right. If they ask, they suck.
Yeah, they know. what they want you to tell them is that crowd sucked, but you were on fire.
Oh, literally. What do you want reassurance from me? Fuck off. That's not going to give me good karma. I have no regret in the lie. So what now? What am I supposed to do?
No, I think you're good. And that's a valid lie. And you said every day.
Yes, every day.
I was about to say, when was the last time you told that lie? But you were at a show last night. Maybe you got to tell that lie last night. Man, that's
Or when you book someone, will I be good at this? Absolutely. That's a lie. I know they're not going to do that great. But,
yeah, but I have to.
But I need someone to be on a show. Like, it's like,
They're 90 minutes.
Yeah. They have nothing else going on, So, oh man, that's mean.
Yeah, but that's also an odd question to ask. I've never wondered whether or not I was going to be good for a show.
Yeah, you have to. When it comes to comedy, you just have to roll with the punches. And it's like acting when they're like, just say yes to everything.
Yeah.
Like I see like actors. I saw the craziest interview. Do you know Niecy Nash? Mm-hmm. She was on Reno 911, mm-hmm. And it's all like where you just roll with the punches. There's no script. She'd never done it in her life. And she went into the audition and they're like, oh, have you done this? She's like, oh, absolutely. Yeah. What's it called when you like, not ad lib, but improv?
Yeah.
They're like, you've done improv? And you know what? She said fucking yes. She's like one of the greatest improvers ever on that fucking show. Mm-hmm. You just say yes. Just say yes. Don't second guess yourself and be like, will I be good for this? Just be like, I'm going to be great for this show.
And even if you know you're not, it's like, well,
if you want to do it, do it.
Yeah, like bombing a new place.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Like, oh, cool. I've never bombed there before. I'll do it. Let's go.
And also, if you're doing that, you're not going to make it in comedy.
Yeah.
Because it's such a fucking dog eat dog. Like, so fucking competitive. Like, if you're like, oh, I don't know if I should do this. Will I be good? Like, it's like, you're literally never going to get it. That's crazy.
Yeah. People don't like to keep booking that person. To have to like book and reassure somebody at the same time.
You know how much shit that I've never done that people are like, you want to do this? I'm like, yep I do, because I need to get like, hello. I say yes to everything. That's like my thing.
Yeah.
I say yes. I at least try it once. Mm-hmm. Because I don't do bringers. Oh, right. At least do it once and try it before you say. Like, I've done like shit. I've hosted a burlesque show. I knew I wasn't a good fit for that, but I fucking did it and I got paid. Yeah. Will I ever do it again? Probably not, but at least I tried it and did it. I can say that I fucking did it.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think you did great. That crowd sucked.
It's a different thing, like hosting different kind of stuff like that, because it's not like comedy. It's like this like old school.
A bunch of horny men. Or are there a bunch of ladies there too?
Both.
Yeah.
A date night? Is that a date night thing?
It's a day night and a bunch of horny men.
Mm-hmm.
Which, and then there's like titties, and then there's a comedian. It's like, I know you just want to see my tits. Like, I know you just want somebody to take their top off. I don't know why I'm doing a 5. Like, that doesn't seem okay.
Yeah. It's a nostalgic horniness too.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Yeah. Do you want to be all the way horny? Just a little horny.
No, I think it's all the way horny.
All the way horny?
Yeah,
Well, they have the tassels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
But
full
classy?
nip.
Classy horny?
Yeah, but that's like it's still, again, when they don't have the tassels, when they're showing full nudity, you kind of get
Trashy.
I think you get a release almost. You know, it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
It's all there, you know. And then when you're the old school horniness is like being edged.
It's a tease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
It's
just-
teasing.
Yeah. That's old school.
Yeah, because burlesque was invented because you couldn't have strip clubs. It was illegal to have actual strip clubs, so they had to like get around it somehow and still get paid. So they would do the tassels and the little things, and they would even do like fake merkins. My cousin's a burlesque dancer. She told me they put merkins. Like, you know what a merkin is?
I do, but Ansley, what is a merkin?
I don't know. Claudia's pointing down in this area.
So give me your best guess for what a merkin is.
A fake merkin would be. I feel like you're telling me it's a fake vagina, but I can't imagine what that would be.
It's close. You want to explain it?
So it's like it's a fake bush. It's a wig for your
Oh.
pussy.
Yeah.
So they would do that. So they would put big hair because they don't cover your vagina, and it would still like give the illusion of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
A
women are
merkin?
creative.
Yeah.
Merkin. Where does the name come from? Why a merkin? Yeah.
I do not know that.
Okay.
Don't try to throw us under the bus and say you didn't know what a merkin was. All right, but yeah, again, that is a throat chakra pop.
Yes.
Claudia likes to lie to her comedy friends and tell them that.
Jesus.
You forgot about that, huh?
Not all my friends.
Yes.
Only the ones that ask.
The only one. Yes. Yes. And they know who they are.
Actually, I hope somebody sees this and like fucking is like, yeah, that's good advice. Don't be a little pussy ass bitch.
Never ask Claudia that question again.
I'll start telling the truth on you motherfuckers. And that's also what I've gotten. I've gotten better. That's the thing. I'm working on keeping things to myself. What I sit here in my mind, don't say that out loud. I'm very much, that's like a huge thing I'm working on.
It's funny that because my comedy friends, if I have a bad set, I try to avoid them because they can't wait to tell me how bad I was. It's terrifying. It's like I don't care about the crowd. I can face the crowd, but having to walk past, I don't want to call anybody out by name, but they know who they are. You guys are mean to me. I mean, and I'm the same way to them when they bomb. But yeah, tell the truth. It'll make you closer.
Yeah. Well, I've been told I'm too truthful that I should. Some things, and it's true, and I've learned that a lot. Not everything I think needs to be fucking said. It's not necessary.
That might be true. You don't have to say everything that you. But if somebody asks you a specific question,
Right.
That's not your fault.
Yeah, but still.
That's your time to shine.
Because I always thought, oh, I'm being honest, and that's at least I could lie. That's fucked up to lie. And then people are like, well, sometimes lying is okay. It's the liar thing. Like sometimes it's okay to lie because you look like a fucking asshole.
I'm an asshole. And again, throat chakra pop. Go ahead.
I'm an asshole. Yeah.
Yes. Ace, take it away.
You guys are not assholes.
Thank you.
I'm good at lying. We're at the third eye. So we're out of the physical into the metaphysical. So Claudia, what is something that you used to see as separate, but as you've gotten older, you've realized these two things are really the same?
What is something that used to be separate and now that's the same? Oh shit, that's hard. Could you give me an example? What has someone else said? So I can.
The one I always think of is like families and friends. Like when you're young, you know, you have your family and you have your friends, and when you get older, you realize that like it's really one and the same. Like your friends kind of become your family, or like your family, if it's shit, like you'll be like, these aren't the people I rely on. So it's like all like you merge, you select who's going to be.
Yeah, I guess I would
to you.
say the opposite of. I would say to that of not everybody in my family is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you were saying, or were you saying the opposite?
Well, I was saying like,
Yeah, work this out, ladies. This is,
Does that what I said make sense?
that not everybody in your family is your friend.
Yeah, like that would to me be like, oh, when I was growing up, I thought everybody in my family was my friend.
well,
And now I'm an adult.
hold on to that because that might be
Yeah.
a good answer for the Patreon.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. I will.
But so now this is something that you thought was separate, but now you realize are the same.
Yeah, I guess that would be the opposite. Which one I said was the opposite. What I thought was separate. Wait, no. What I thought was separate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
Go for it.
So like two things you thought were different were separate, and as you've gotten older, you've realized it's really one and the same.
You do ask that question better than me.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Thank
it's
you.
tricky.
It is tricky.
Two things that were separate, and now you're realizing it's the same. Oh shit. Two things that were separate now I think are the same. Oh God, I have no clue. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I have no
Do you
idea.
want- I can give you another example if that might help.
Yeah, give me another
So
example.
another thing that somebody said was, and this is to go the political route, like Democrats and Republicans or liberals and conservatives. They're just, even though they think they're different, their actions end up being the
Oh,
same.
the same. Oh man, that's a good one.
Well, I didn't want to. I almost didn't want to use it as an example. It's because like that could, knowing that you have somewhat of a political background, it's like that could be her answer.
Well, I think that like in the point of you think somebody's political view is, I don't know if this counts. Oh, I feel like I'm fucking up.
No, please fuck up.
Like realizing that's you would think, oh, that's someone's political view, but then as you grow older, you're like, that's their morality, like that's their stance on life. It's a little bit different. It does mean more than what people are saying. Like when you're saying, oh, that's just a Republican, it's like, no, that's somebody's morality. That's like their stance on life. That's literally who they are as entirety as a person. So it's not just your political view. It's who you are as an entire identity.
That's an awesome answer.
I don't know if that counts.
Yeah. Is that washing over you? What is happening with you right now?
Wait, so what's separate and became the same?
So their political views and their morality.
Oh, I'm with you now.
Where that typically you would be able to look at a person and be like,
Yeah.
well, that's just their political view.
Yes.
That might not necessarily be the way that they see the world and people.
Yeah,
But as
it
she's getting
is.
older, it's like, no, that is how they
See the world.
that's how they do it.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Like people can say that all they want. Well, they live in this part of, and it's like, no, like these are your political view. You can list every political view, abortion, gay rights. It's who you are as morally as a person, in my opinion. And it says a lot about who you are. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Sorry, I don't know you guys for political views. I don't want to. You seem not conservative.
Who, us?
Yes.
I'm hyper conservative.
What is that?
I don't know. I consider myself a black conservative.
You do?
Yeah.
How is that even possible? You know what? Those are two things I thought could be fucking impossible to be in one fucking thing.
It's a whole world.
Yeah.
It's like
it's the funniest
it's a whole vibe.
It's the funniest political viewpoint to have.
But in my opinion, Donald Trump's not a conservative.
Yeah, I'm not like politically educated, you know.
Right.
So to be honest with you, most of the things, like even the two things that you use as example, like, you know, abortion, gay rights, the way I look at those two things are none of those are any of my business. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever you do with what you want to do with your body is what you want to do with your body. I don't care.
Yeah, technically Republicans don't want the government to be overly involved in the way that they live their lives. So it's a Republican, to me, a Republican isn't what a Republican is now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I just like to claim black conservatism because it's hilarious.
Shout out to Candace Owens. No.
I do love Candace Owens because support for her is hilarious.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny because like I was talking about my algorithm and I was like, Rob was going to comment on something just to be funny. And I was like, no. Because once I commented and I was just trolling Candace Owens for like a day, and now I got Candace Owen videos for like 2 weeks, non-fucking stop, because your algorithm is like, you must love this. So I no longer troll anybody anymore, as I'm so afraid of that.
I used to, I took it off recently, but I used to have the reminder set for Candace Owen tweets.
Oh, because it's entertaining.
Yes, I love it. And I was commenting on every single one.
Yeah, you're going to get more. Yeah.
Yes. Please send me more. But yeah, that's, but no, I definitely, I like the way you frame that.
Yeah.
That your
I pulled it out of my ass. But
I saw.
I hope it made sense.
We were there.
No, that's the chakra working.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's, and you did it.
Yeah.
You definitely did it. And that's a chakra popped.
Yes.
Ace, take it away.
All right, we are to the crown chakra.
Woo.
So, Claudia, what's something you can't give up and why? And what would giving it up mean?
Marijuana, I guess. Does that count?
Yeah, if it counts for you.
I really want to give it up. Because again, the brain mush.
Mm-hmm.
Such bad brain mush. But I've been smoking for like 15 years.
What do you think giving up would mean? Or how would it change?
No more brain mush. And yeah, I feel like I would I would get so much more done. But like, to be honest, I do so much all day. Like, how could I possibly get any more done? Like, I feel like now in my life, like, I don't even have enough time in the day to do everything I want. And I'm still high. So what would that change anything? I don't really know.
You do know what you just said, right?
Not really. I'm high.
But yeah, I mean, we'll just let that hang in the ether.
And cigarettes. I've been trying to give them
You
up.
smoke cigarettes? I didn't know that.
No. I quit. Oh God, just fucking work. I literally never have to smoke a cigarette until I get into work, because I work from home, so it's so easy to smoke a cigarette. Just like,
I get into work.
Yeah. I love the way you frame that.
I imagine you like walking to a place of business,
Yeah.
and you're like, when I get into work, so I imagine you like walking into a
That's
building
what I
and sitting
imagine
down
too.
at a desk and be like, I just need a break in the cigarette. But you're like, but I work from home.
yeah. So
So you didn't go
I get
anywhere.
high at work and I smoke cigarettes, so it's hard. I really am trying to quit. I even bought nicotine patches, but they make you nauseous.
Oh.
They're
Yeah.
really strong. They're stronger than, I don't even smoke that many cigarettes.
Oh,
like,
no. Yeah.
I'm like, a pack will last me like a week and a half.
Oh wow,
A full pack.
That's
What about the gum? Does the gum work?
I
well,
never
she's
tried
already
the
chewing
gum.
the nicotine patches. It's not working.
I never tried the gum, but the nicotine patches, they're just really strong.
Yeah.
You kind of get like lightheaded, and I have to take it off. I'm like, this is like too much nicotine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's I don't. To be perfectly honest, I don't feel like I miss smoking. I don't miss the weed. I did at first. The first couple weeks of it were tough, but now like a couple months later, and I started smoking. I think I was smoking for 21 years straight.
That's crazy. It's like the habit thing, right? You know how they say like it takes 4 weeks to like change your habits? Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah.
And I was I don't know your smoking habits, but I wasn't a wake and baker per se, but from lunch until about.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm a wake and baker, but I
okay. Yeah.
I get what yours is.
Yeah.
Finish your coffee first.
So I don't drink caffeine.
Oh God. How are you alive if you don't smoke? How the fuck?
Yeah, it's but I was smoking from lunch until like 2:00 in the morning. Probably I would say every hour, but to be honest, it was probably like every half hour that I was smoking something. So I was just blitzed all day long, and that was just my state of being. There are people that, until I stopped smoking, there are people in my life that have been in my life for years that have never seen me sober. And they don't know why I've changed recently.
Yeah. Yeah, I smoke like 3 joints a day.
Man, I feel like if I smoked 3 joints a day, I wouldn't have had to quit. But yeah,
I'm a joint smoker.
Yeah.
Like I'm super into joints. That's the only thing. Raw papers specifically. I'm very specific about smoking exactly what I like too, because it's just the habit. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could smoke less, but like I did 5 days because I didn't have any money. So I was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna smoke or buy any weed. I did 5 days, and that 5th day, I'm like, I'm gonna rip someone's fucking head off. It's like that. I don't know how to handle my stress. That's it.
Huh.
That's where the cigarettes come in, where I'm just like, and my heart starts pounding real bad. And I'm like, I know as soon as that cigarette, my whole fucking blood pressure will fucking lower. Even though I probably will do the opposite. But it feels like it feels better. I feel better.
Yeah. I remember that. I definitely remember that. Although I do feel like I handle stressful things better now. Like in the time, because I used to, I'm more patient with, you have kids. Kids are constantly getting into shit. They're constantly pushing your buttons. And, while I was smoking, when you would think that you would be all mellowed out and chill, it would just be like, they were ruining my high.
I could see that.
And it was aggravating. It's like, come on.
Right.
I'm ready to just watch animes with you. And you're ruining it right now. I don't want. But now it's now I just ignore them. But yeah, that's so yeah. But you would be ripping heads off if you weren't smoking weed.
Yeah, I would be such a bigger bitch than I am because I'm already kind of a bitch. So I was like, it just, I don't know. Smoking, I definitely want to quit cigarettes. Like that's one thing I definitely like. Weed, it really doesn't affect me in a negative way. Just like my memory a little bit. I'm like, oh, I don't remember that shit. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
The more I smoke. But the cigarettes, I definitely like, they just gross me out. And I've seen, I saw this lady and like this was like all wrinkly, like I'm worried about my skin. I'm worried about like aging now. And like
she just has chronic smoke pucker.
Yes. It's like wrinkly. It gets like wrinkly skin, but you have to like smoke a lot.
Yeah.
But it's like these like
she probably
traumatized.
Some smokes in her sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom smokes cigarettes in bed.
Oof. I don't smoke inside. That's crazy.
Yeah. My mom her face has definitely over the years evolved to efficiently smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. That's what I'm scared of.
People think it's so good, like just like hang them out their lips and like can do like, it's kind of impressive.
That's what my dad, he would cook like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was so thin in high school. Couldn't eat anything he cooked.
Yeah.
It was like constant. And he would challenge himself with how long he could let the ash go before he ashed it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it's just like,
You lose that challenge sometimes,
Yeah.
Dad.
My dad chewed. Yep. And it's just as bad as fucking finding cups with fucking chewing it and shit. Ugh, so gross. And it smells. I don't know how. And I literally saw him at Christmas. I'm like, how are you still chewing? Because now it's easier. They have them like in the packs. Yeah. Where it's no longer you spit out. It's just like in a little like, I don't know, like sandbag little thing. So I guess they've like upgraded and he's like 50. He's 51 now. I'm like, how the fuck are you still chewing? How do you not have mouth cancer? That's crazy. He's been chewing for 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, Claudia, that was a chakra pop, and that was all of the chakras. How do you feel?
Popped. I feel like I'm full of ooze.
Oh yeah, you're ooze.
I love pimple popper videos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm a big fan of like
Dr. Pimple.
Sandra. Was it
Sandra Lee?
Sandra Lee?
That's my girl.
Yeah. And did you have time to stick around for the Patreon?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And by the way, that's $1 gets you all of our exclusive content on the Patreon, which not only includes the counter to the podcast that you're watching and listening to right now, which we call Chakra Poppers After Dark, where we're going to pop open Claudia's shadow chakras. But we also do some fight commentary and analysis on Ansley's jiu-jitsu matches, so come check that out. Also, Claudia has a podcast, Kiss Off.
Yes, Kiss Off with Claudia. You can listen to it anywhere you find podcasts. You can watch it on YouTube. You can follow me at Kiss Off Claudia on Instagram and find all the information for Kiss Off there. And it's me and my co-host Tara. We have so much fun together.
Yeah, it's a good time. I watched a couple episodes today.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. They were fun. Yeah, so
we just have fun.
Yeah, I agree.
We talk about news and current events, and sometimes we watch movie trailers.
Yeah, but it's all fun.
It's all really fucking stupid.
Yeah. I don't want anybody to think that they're going there to learn.
Yeah,
you do learn some things in the stupidest way possible.
I learned about what mollywop was the other day on my podcast.
I disagree with the definition, but I heard that.
Did you see do you know what the mollywop was?
For me growing up, like mollywop was just like getting beat badly at something.
Yeah, that's what I always.
No, a mollywallop.
Mollywallop.
Oh, I thought mollywop is what was being said.
I think it's mollywallop.
A mollywallop. Do you know? Okay, Ansley, do you know what a mollywallop is?
Can I get a little context? No context. Claudia's gonna give me context.
She's nicer than I am. Go ahead, give her the context. Don't not to Claudia.
It has to do with like a part of your body.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
My mollywallop is can't be shown. Oh, I shouldn't have one. Does Sidney have a mollywallop?
No, but just the way you moved your body. It was like, oh.
Well, it is definitely in your no zone. I don't know. Is it your vagina lips?
What about them? It's a verb.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a verb. They get mollywalloped.
Yeah. I feel so bad.
You corrupted me, Claudia. Is it? I don't know. Is it too hard of sex on a lady, and they get like smacked?
That's not bad.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, you want to explain it?
Apparently, this is what we learn on our podcast. Apparently, it's a guy's dick and they slap the girl in the face with the side of their dick. It's a mollywallop. It's not like a tea bag, but it's the dick. Boom, right in the bitch's face. That's what at least.
Okay.
Which I never knew my whole life. I never knew what that was.
Yeah. Now we know.
So, don't you try to mollywallop me.
I said
it's not funny.
I said I did. I've done that with my tits.
Right? And when she first started and she was gyrating, I was like, oh, what is she gonna? Okay. I thought you were gonna guess it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So follow us into the Patreon. We're gonna hop in there. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. We love you guys, and we are out.
See ya.
Thank you.